Shana Tova, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to our High Holiday video message this week. It was so meaningful to be together this Rosh Hashanah and to really begin together the spiritual work that the High Holidays invite us into of moving from inner constriction to expansiveness. Now, amidst all that we're personally and collectively carrying as we stand at the threshold of 5786, our time of connection and prayer and reflection and discussion on Rosh Hashanah was a powerful opening for renewal and spiritual replenishment, for healing and grounding, for courage and determination and new energy and insight, for rekindling a sense of possibility, for finding meaning, and for really opening up the possibility of personal and collective realignment and transformation. And now, as part of this process of reaching for expansiveness, we begin directing our hearts to the spiritual work of Yom Kippur, which is the work of Teshuvah. Now, of course, we began this on Rosh Hashanah, but it's really on Yom Kippur that we deepen into this work of repentance, of repair, and realignment. Between now and Yom Kippur, my invitation to all of us is to really allow ourselves to sit with everything that's surfaced as we began to look within ourselves in Rosh Hashanah. To sit with the ways we've missed the mark and the ways we might have hurt or harmed others, with the ways that we're beginning to understand what needs to shift in our lives, with what we're called to do in this time of great violence and upheaval in our country. Doing this, I think, will really allow us to come into Yom Kippur very deeply ready to take ownership of what we've done wrong, ready to make the commitment to turn to new ways of being, and ready to make the important commitment to work for justice, compassion, and healing in these dire times. Yet as we sit with all that's surfaced for us on Rosh Hashanah, I want to invite us to do it in a balanced way. When God revealed God's 13 attributes of mercy to Moses, which we lift up again and again on Yom Kippur as we seek forgiveness for our transgressions, God revealed God's self as being Rav Chesed ve'emet, as abounding in both kindness and truth. God looks at us, looks at what we have done with both compassion and with honesty, and invites us to look at ourselves in the same way. So if we tend to be hard on ourselves, I want us to be especially intentional to look at ourselves with compassion, knowing that it makes it all the more difficult to be our best selves when we are hurt, or something really hard is happening in our lives, or when we are living in times as stressful as these are. And if we tend to be very forgiving of ourselves, or are quick to excuse or rationalize our behavior, I want us to consider going beneath our hurts and our inner defenses, and to try and really bravely live there as we look at who we have been this past year. This work, of course, can be very challenging. Yet my hope is that all of us doing this, it'll allow all of us to reach a new place of expansiveness in the new year. Wishing everyone a meaningful week of introspection.